Okay, so I'm known for being ghetto sometimes and being obsessed with things quickly. And at one point I was, and I still kind of am, I was obsessed with fish, like fish tanks. I was just all about them. And I had got like a little tank and I was like all about it and I was like, I want a big tank. It was like my first year in college and I couldn't afford even like a big 10-gallon with a stand. I mean, I had one on my dresser, but I wanted like a big one, like a huge aquarium. And as I was looking at those, they were like freaking expensive, like 500 to 1,000. I was like, man. But I also wanted to know what it'd like to see my fish get really big. So I came up with this ingenious idea, and I did it. I committed. I went and bought one of those huge Tupperware things. I mean, like the really, really big ones with the lid on it. And I decided that that was going to be my big tank. And I bought a bunch of rocks, and I cleared my whole dresser where it like hung out both sides. And I even had like the purple like Tupperware lid on it. I cut the center part out so that you could look over it and see the bubbly water, and I cut the ends like where you would put your big filter. And I also had a bubbler in there and everything. So when I filled the tank up, it would like get really big and it'd expand, right? Because I mean, it's not meant to have tons of water in it. So it would just kind of like bow out. In the center, because it was so out, it would just like, so I was like, what am I gonna do about that? So I went and got duct tape. And then before I filled it again, I just started putting around and around and around so that it was like reinforced. And when I refilled it in, then I would put the lid on it and I kind of taped it as well to it. Like, it really was strong because it was ripped out in the middle, so it still bow out a little. But it worked. I mean, it's just a little bowage. And I filled this thing up, this huge thing. And I got this like, you know those like lights for shelves you put? And it's like a little straight bar. I put that on my, on the wall behind it so it'd light it up. And I put like all these goldfish in there. And they lived and I used it for 2 years. Yeah, I'm a little ghetto.